Hey everybody, it's just Melissa. I just wanted to kind of get on here and talk about bullying. I know it's widely, pretty much, it's in the media. They talk about it at schools, at home. I know I do with my daughter, soon to be son. He's too young now. He's 2, but I don't know. Not only is it obviously in schools, everywhere. The sad thing is that a lot of it too is on YouTube, and you think that we've come this far in our generation, my generation. I'm not that old, but still, to where we would learn to empower one another, to bring each other up instead of down. I always tell my daughter, because it's very sad, my daughter has ADHD and she is a victim of bullying. She's been bullied a couple of years. This year is one of the better years for her, thank God, but it's not easy to get through. I'm actually a bully victim myself. I was taken out of school by my father in 9th grade. The school told my parents back then, bullying in 96 was like, kids will be kids, girls will be girls, they'll be friends the next day. They're just having a tiff. So, my dad actually had to take me out of school in 9th grade due to the principal basically stating, quote unquote, that he could not guarantee my safety at school. That's pretty bad. So the 4 years that I was supposed to go to prom, graduate with my classmates, I ended up not. Instead, I ended up taking a harder road because I refused to go back to school. I had a nervous breakdown at 16 and I decided to just work. So I took, the hard, sorry guys, my camera's like holding by a thread here on this device. That just, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little sticky thing that I think is supposed to go kind of more into your car. I'm on the window, but for now, this is kind of what I'm working with. So, and actually, I'm just going to let me just hold on one second, guys. So getting back to bullying. So yeah, they basically told my dad that they couldn't guarantee my safety at school. And the fact that, so I ended up taking jobs like, my first job was at Dunkin' Donuts. It was way back when, basically Dunkin' Donuts was like a restaurant, not, what it is now, pretty much fast food. I'm not saying the job isn't hard now, but it was seriously hard. Everything was made by hand. It was a very fast-paced environment. And I will say that to any of you guys that want to do a job, to get experience and learn how to toughen your skin, waitressing is the job to do, because you meet so many kinds of people, types of people, just mean, nice, disrespectful, think the world owes them everything. The type of people that, come in 2 hours late. They want to yell at you because their coffee's not ready when they should have gotten up earlier. But it was an experience. It was an experience for me. But the sad part is I didn't want to live like that. At 16, 17 years old, I should have been enjoying my life and, maybe getting into sports, because I my parents had moved me from one school that I was at forever. And in 9th grade to a new school. And I think that was part of it. It's not easy, going from one school that you've known most of your life to here I am in 9th grade, the last 4 years of your life, and you don't even know anybody. So, I don't know. It's just the bullying has gotten so bad. Mine was awful. I literally would have, girls, and girls are the worst, I will say. No offense, guys, and no offense to women, but I will say that girls just don't let things go. They tend to pick at the Band-Aid and not let things heal. They get very revengeful. They get very catty, and they can't just be mad at you. They have to have all their friends mad at you too. So it's more of like a gang style thing than just one person's mad at you. So I don't know, just with my daughter and stuff, and then everything that I've gone through, I just really wish you guys would take a minute when you wake up every day. And it's even for adults, because bullying doesn't stop at adult, like teenage years and high school years. Some adults are worse than kids. They become bullies and they become snotty and rude and disrespectful. So, I mean, basically, just remember when you guys get out of bed every day, we all have something. I'm 36 and there's thousands of flaws that I dislike about myself, but I've learned from the bullying experience and everything else, that I'm only going to be who I am. I'm only going to look the way that I am, because I'm not somebody who's going to go in and have plastic surgery just to justify or change something that somebody else thinks is horrible about me, and neither should you. And again, not cutting down anybody who's had plastic surgery. I'm just trying to state that I am in this body from birth to the day that I die. And I have to learn to love and accept me, because if I don't, nobody ever will. And because at that time in school, I wasn't strong enough to feel and think that way. I felt like, I needed friends and I didn't want people mad at me. And I was a person who never stuck up for myself. I was always very quiet. I was very meek. I was afraid to make anybody mad at me. So I was kind of a pushover. And I noticed that's what young kids that do bully, that's who they bully. And the sad thing is, like I said, every day we all have a struggle. We all have a battle every day, whether it's a health condition. Our parents may have health conditions. We may have, like my daughter who has ADHD. So we all are so different, but yet we're the same, because we all feel pain. We all know what it feels like not to be accepted. We all know what it feels like not to feel loved. And we all definitely know what it feels like to not love who we are, or to accept our own selves that we see every day. So, honestly, bullying could come to an end. We just need to empower one another, because I always tell my daughter, you'll never get a positive outcome from a negative mind. And a negative mind and negative thinking can never bring anything positive in your life, ever. So every time you think negative, everything will seem negative, and you won't see things for what they really are in a more positive light, because you're too much focusing on what's wrong than trying to accept and love what's right now. So my thing is, just as a mom, I have a teen daughter who's 14, almost 15. For all you kids who feel terrible, you wake up every day, you don't want to go to school. I may be 36, but I've been there. And I know that I wasted 4 years, I'm like 3, 4 years of my life that I cannot get back. I cannot get back. I can move ahead. And I have gone to school. I did get a high school diploma in 2009. It was through distant learning. It wasn't the same. I've never gone to prom. I don't know what it feels like to walk across stage with, the people that I would have graduated with. To me, that meant a lot. And being in my 30s now, that's why I'm telling you guys what I'm telling you. So if you guys are young tweens or teens or in high school, please don't allow what other people say dictate to who you become in the world. Don't allow other people to micromanage your life and tell you more about you than you know about yourself. Because once you start allowing people to control, that's what they want. And my dad had always taught me one saying, and that's those who, how did he say it? Those who anger you, control you. And maybe I'm saying it backwards. I'm sorry, but I've got so much in my mind right now. But yes, those who control you, or basically it's those who anger you, control you. And that's exactly the way he said it. Because when you're angry at somebody else for something that they did, they have the power now. They have the power in their hands to just make your life a living hell. And that's what they're going to do. And that's what happened to me, because I didn't speak up for myself. I was scared. I didn't want people not liking me. I wasn't fake, but I liked everybody. And I couldn't understand, how do you not like somebody? Like, how do you go to school from someone you don't even know? And maybe you've gone to school with this person for like 3 years, but you physically don't and never gave them a chance to get to know them. So how can you judge them and say they're a freak or they're weird or you don't like them? I mean, I guess it's like anything else. Like, I could never understand how people say, oh, I can't stand that celebrity, or, you know what I'm saying? Or I can't stand that football team. And I know it sounds really irrelevant, but it's actually not. You don't know those people, though. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? So unless it's like by actions that you see or how the person holds themselves, that's one reason to dislike somebody. But there's no room in the world at all, literally, to hate somebody so bad that's done nothing to you to make their life so bad that they end their own life. Like, I just keep going through like the newspaper and I see more and more young girls and guys just ending it, like just ending their life because they can't tolerate how mean and hateful we're to each other. And that's not okay. We don't become better and stronger and grow in life when we're beat down, cut down, thrown down, and treated like we're just less than human. So like I said, I just kind of wanted to come on here. It's been something that's bothered me, obviously, my whole life because I have gone through it. But it's just, like I said, I have a teenage daughter and I watch her come home and cry. And I watch her pain. And I just feel like I wish she could be in my shoes now of where I am now in my life, because honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm not egotistic. I'm not conceited. I just know and I am comfortable with who I am and I know who I am. And I think once you guys find your own 2 feet on solid ground and know that you're a good person and you have good intentions and you're genuine, that is more powerful than any looks in the world. That is more powerful than any outfit, clothes, designer brands that you will walk into school with. That is something that nobody can ever take from you. And once you start building who you are from the inside out, you're unstoppable. You're literally unstoppable because people can't control you. And that's part of what I've noticed with bullying and just mean people, even as an adult. When people can't get what they want, or they can't do what they want, or get you to do what they want, they get angry. So what do? They ruin maybe your social life. They ruin your defamation of character by rumors, spreading lies about you, making you look like the worst person in the world. So all you want to do is hide under your covers and not come out again. So, it's just sad. It's really sad. Like I said, and always remember, the bully is usually the person with the self issues. I've learned that because I feel like if you're happy and you're loving and you are happy in where you are in your life, you don't have time to worry about what everybody else is doing. You don't have time to worry about what celebrity is doing what. I know with me, I have my own family issues. I have my own self issues that I'm trying to deal with as a mom, as a young person, just as a young woman, that I don't have time to worry about. And it's not that I don't care about other people's feelings, because I do. But there's a difference of caring about people in the world and being in their business and trying to be so involved in what they're doing that you just don't even, basically you leave your life just on the side and just worry about everybody else. So for me, just remember that it's not you. You could have a beautiful face, beautiful teeth, beautiful clothes. If somebody doesn't like you, they're just not going to like you. And don't try wasting your time getting them to, because you're going to spend so much time invested in getting them to accept you as they're spending their time investing in ruining you, that you're not going to live your life. And don't do what I did. I wasted 4 years of my life thinking that these people were somehow why they mattered of what I would become right now. And I'm not saying that I don't regret. I love my kids. I love where I am right now. But if I could go back and get those few years back and graduate and walk across stage, go to prom, do the things that we all deserve. We all deserve that. To be happy and to be in a place where we want to be. Go to school and do the things that we want to do. So I think if we spent more positive energy spending it figuring ourselves out and what we want to do and be happy, the less time we'd have to worry about being so angry. And those things that make you angry, you have to fix them. Because if you don't fix them, you destroy everybody else. And if you're not aiming the anger at the right person or whatever is angering you inside or directing it to where it needs to go to heal it, it will never heal. It will always be a part of you and sitting on your shoulders and making you feel so weighed down that you're not going to ever enjoy your life. So like I said, regardless, I'm probably going to get a lot of like maybe bad comments. You're 36, you're a mom, you're old. It doesn't matter. Age does not stop bullying. Age doesn't stop us from feeling, because we all hurt and we all cry. And again, we all know what it feels like when someone's mean, someone has made you feel just below the gum on your shoe. So age has nothing to do with it. I'm just letting you guys know, don't give up. Don't let other people, because they want to be mean, do not ever go to their level. Because a lot of them, that's what they want. And a lot of them are looking for attention. A lot of them are being mean because they want everybody else afraid of them, number one. And number two, they want a scene. They want people to see what they're doing. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe so-and-so is doing that. And then people will laugh and they gloat about it like they've got this power. But really, in all honesty, those people underneath are probably fearing that person, because they know if they say something wrong, they will be the next victim in those shoes. So like I said, you guys, learn to love each other, empower one another, and especially you young ladies, bring each other up, not down. We need to be strong-willed women. We need to stand for something, or we will fall for everything. So again, it's just, a little bit of mom's advice, but like I said, learn to love one another, because hate does not win. It never does. Love can move mountains and just create so many amazing things that no one has ever seen, because nobody chooses love. They choose the easy way out. And that's just being mean, and they don't want to change, because change is hard. So, all right, guys. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. So we'll see you later. Bye.